Welcome back. We continue with politics. The ruling All Progressives Congress has been talking about the steps it's taken to ensure successful primary elections. The chairman of the party, Adams Oshomole, who spoke with journalists at the end of the party's National Caucus meeting in Abuja, says the party has resolved to ensure fairness and justice throughout the process. The meeting, which was attended by President Muhammadu Buhari and other party stalwarts, also resolved to ratify the resolutions to be taken at its next meeting scheduled for Thursday.
We basically discussed how to ensure full compliance with the ANEC guideline, and also ensure that we observe all the principles of internal democracy, participation, inclusion, fairness, and justice. And I think those are the issues basically. There are two basic documents that we need to respect: the Electoral Act and the Constitution of the APC. And all that we need to do are sufficiently provided for in the Constitution. By Thursday, we will go to NEC, where the formal decisions will be ratified, and once they are ratified, they will be made public. So it will be they are not secret to be kept, because every member of the party, and indeed every Nigerian, is entitled to know, how we agreed about the exercise. But I think everybody has confidence that we will do a very credible primaries to ensure that those who fly the flag of the party have the mandate of the various constituents.
On the other side of the political coin, the former governor of Delta State, Dr. Uduaghan, has pitched his tent with the All Progressives Congress after defecting from the People's Democratic Party. Dr. Uduaghan, who was present at the APC caucus meeting hosted by President Buhari on Tuesday night, has released a statement explaining his reasons for joining the ruling party. In the statement, the former governor premised his decision on the way the Buhari administration has been working to bring a permanent solution to the crisis in the Niger Delta region. He commended President Buhari for choosing the option of engaging stakeholders in the Niger Delta to address the issues rather than use of force. Dr. Uduaghan says, topmost in these activities are the engagement processes. Rather than using the military to harass our people, the Buhari administration has embarked on various engagement processes that have led to agreements and brought hope to the people of the Niger Delta. End of quote. The former governor believes this approach by the APC-led federal government has pointed in a direction that is at once progressive and developmental. However, the Delta State Governor, Okowa, is reportedly not losing any sleep over the recent defection of his predecessor, Emmanuel Uduaghan, to the ruling All Progressives Congress. On behalf of the governor, his chief press secretary, Uduaghan, believes the move will not change the outcome of the 2019 general elections in the state, which he believes will still produce him as winner. Insisting the Delta remains a PDP state, the governor is confident that the people will judge him based on the impactful projects undertaken by his administration. From politics to health matters, Borno State has recorded 1,068 cases of watery diarrhea across 10 local government areas, while the Ministry of Health is yet to establish whether or not the ailment is cholera. According to the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Haruna Mshila, measures taken to contain the situation include the distribution tablets used to disinfect drinking water among the affected local governments. He adds that the local residents have also been sensitized about boiling water to purify for drinking. The areas affected include Kukawa, Baga, Askira Uba, Bayo, Biu, and Kwaya Kusar local councils. The Commissioner for Health admits that even though watery diarrhea is a common occurrence in the state, when the rain set in, this year's number is unprecedented. The cases were recorded between late May to August, with the highest prevalence recorded in August.
Since the rains became established in Borno, that is from June, late May to June up to now, we've had cases of acute watery diarrhea reported from about 10 local governments. Acute watery diarrhea is what we get all year round in the hospitals from time to time, but not as an epidemic. Okay? Then in Kwakusar, in a village called Imr Dalang, they had cases, they were controlled. In Bayo, in Fikahel and Balbaya towns, they were also controlled.
Still on healthcare, Avon Medical Center has opened a dialysis center in Lagos State. The center houses ultra-modern machines and facilities to cater to the health needs of patients suffering from kidney diseases. Though a private sector company, the launch of the Avon Dialysis Center is an opportunity to renew calls to the legislative arm of government to implement laws and policies to benefit the nation's health sector.
Many still believe that the key to transforming lives in Nigeria starts with the health sector. Avon Medical Center seems to belong to this school of thought, which probably informed the company's decision to help cater to the health needs of people suffering from chronic kidney disease.
As we know, the average Nigerian cannot afford, quality health care. We know the situation of our healthcare system, and accessing quality health care for most Nigerians who need dialysis is a bit of a challenge. So because of this, and to fill this need, to fill this gap, the dream of Avon Dialysis Center was conceived, and today we're all here to see the materialization of that dream.
Avon Medical Center is a subsidiary of Hares Holding Group. The group chairman believes more needs to be done by the government to improve the health sector.
If we pass the health bill and increase the national health insurance contribution from less than 5% of our population to what it is in other economies that prioritize the health sector, we will be able to provide Medicare to our people. We'll be able to address medical tourism, and the pull into this sector will naturally occur.
The ceremonial unveiling is done to mark the official opening of the dialysis center. Avon Dialysis Center boasts of state-of-the-art facilities like the Evolution hemodialysis machines. The company is in talks with the state government to ensure the health needs of the people are met.
Government is even handing over some of the primary health care centers to private individuals on competitive bidding to come and manage some of these facilities so that the community can derive a maximum benefit.
The number of people suffering from chronic kidney disease in the country continues to rise. Hopefully, the rise of more public and private centers such as these will get the people the health they yearn for.
Thank you, everyone. We are happy to have you here. Thank you so much.
Let's get some updates from the world of business. Here's Kayode Okikiolu.
You First. First Bank.
Thank you, Amarachi. You're welcome to Business News. The Central Bank of Nigeria has imposed a heavy sanction on 4 banks in the country over their roles in alleged illegal fund repatriation by telecom giant MTN Nigeria. The affected banks, which include Standard Chartered Bank, Stanbic IBTC, Citibank and Diamond Bank alongside MTN Nigeria, have also been ordered to refund a total of $8.13 billion. CBN spokesman Mr. Isaac Okowa says the decision for the sanction is as a result of a breach of the country's forex regulation by the parties involved. In 2015, MTN Nigeria was slapped with a record-breaking $5.2 billion. That's about 1.04 trillion naira fine by the Nigerian Communications Commission over its failure to disconnect a total of 5.2 million unregistered SIM cards before it was subsequently reduced to 330 billion naira. Now to some media performance figures. Tier 1 lender Access Bank has released its results for the half-year ended June 2018. According to the company's financial statement released to the Nigerian Stock Exchange, the company's gross earnings grew by 2.8% to 253 billion naira in 2018, up from 246 billion naira in 2017. On the other hand, the bank's profit before tax fell by 11.9% to 45.8 billion naira. Profit after tax increased slightly by 0.5% from 39.4 billion naira to 39.6 billion naira, while its earnings per share remained unchanged at 1.38 per share. In the meantime, the bank has declared an interim dividend of 25 kobo per share to its current shareholders. The Nigeria Stock Exchange has lifted the suspension placed on trading in the shares of Standard Alliance Insurance since July the 5th. According to a statement from the NSE, the suspension was lifted after the company finally submitted its 2017 full-year financial result. The exchange had on July the 5th announced the suspension of Standard Alliance Insurance for non-compliance with its rules for filing of accounts and treatment of default filing, alongside 7 other companies. Meanwhile, the company's shares fell by 9.52% to close at 38 kobo per share at the close of today's trading session. Let's now take a look at overall performance as Nigeria's stock market continues to oscillate between bargain hunting and profit taking as countdown into a new trading month enters the final 48 hours. Chimezie Obiwago has the highlights of today's activities.
Thank you and welcome to the Stock Market Report. The equities market couldn't sustain Tuesday's positive momentum as the overall index reversed into the red zone to close down by 0.44%. As the saying goes, when Dangote cement coughs, the market shakes. That's the case in today's proceedings. The cement giant lost 1 naira. Lafarge Wapco also lost by 5.56%, and both losses pulled back the industrial sector, which in turn dragged the overall index. Amongst the 5 major sectoral indices that we track, only the industrial and the insurance sector showed red at the close of market. In market news, Seplat announced a listing of $350 million 9.25% senior notes due 2023 on the international securities market of the London Stock Exchange. However, its share price was unchanged. Also, the suspension placed on the trading in the shares of Standard Alliance Insurance was lifted today. In all, just a little above 2 billion naira was recorded in terms of transaction value. The volume closed at about 345 million shares in 3,261 deals. And that was the Stock Market Report. I'm Chimezie Obiwago. Back to you, Kayode.
Thank you, Chimezie. On a global scale now, U.S. market closed midweek trading session with stronger performance as a rally in tech stocks leads the Nasdaq Composite and S&P 500 to record highs. In the meantime, it's mixed sentiments for other major stock markets for Wednesday. Here are some of the figures. And that's all on Business News for tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Kayode Okikiolu. The news at 10 continues with Amarachi.
You First. First Bank.
Still ahead of the news at 10, Nigeria's Ayimba qualified for the quarterfinals of the 2018 CAF Confederations Cup after beating Cara Brazzaville of Congo 1-0 in their deciding group game. That's all sports news. Stay with us.